Hello friends, and welcome back to another gardening video. Today's video is about the Catharanthus roseus plant, which was earlier known as the Vinca rosea, or which we call commonly as the Sadabahar plant. And this is a new way to decorate this plant. You can create it as a bonsai, and this looks really cool and really pretty, and it's really easy to make. You can create this look by using all the waste materials which are available in your home. You don't have to go and buy anything extra from the shop. The things that I've used in creating this bonsai is an old ghee tin which I've painted as the pot, and I've used some sticks and some coconut coir which I have kept. Whenever I buy coconut, I keep the tails of the coconut husk, and that has been used. And for the rope, I have used pieces from an old t-shirt, cut it up into thin strings and used that to tie up the plant. Let me tell you a little bit about this Vinca plant. It's an easy to grow ornamental plant, and it also has medicinal properties, and mainly it is used to treat cancer. This plant requires a well-draining soil and full sun, and for this I have taken a small sapling and I have broken off the tip so that branching happens, and whenever I found new branches coming up, I kept on pinching it to give it a bushy look. And in this manner I am going to first create a bushy plant so that it looks like a bonsai, and I'm going to remove off the lower branches and I'm just going to allow it to grow on top like a tree. And as you can see over here, once you pinch off the branch, you get 2 to 3 branches in the same stem, and in this manner the tree becomes bushy. You can either pinch off or you can trim off using a cutting tool and make the plant bushy. Vinca is a really easy to grow plant, and the flowers come in various colors like white, pink, purple, red, etc. So over here, as you can see, the plant has grown bushy enough and it has started flowering. So now I'm going to use this plant to create the bonsai. For this I have taken these pieces of wood, and this wood also I have got from an old broom. The inside had this kind of wood, so I used that. So these sticks I have cut and bent it so that I can create a square kind of shape, and using some tape I tied up the corners so that it does not break off completely. And once I tied up all the 4 corners, I got this square shaped structure. Now in order to make this structure a little bit stronger, I am going to use coconut husk. So this is the coconut ends that I keep whenever I buy a coconut, and I'm going to take out the fibers in this manner, and I'm going to separate out the fibers so it is easier to use. And once these fibers are separated, I'm going to use a little bit of this fiber and keep it on the stick, and then I'm going to use some strings which I have cut from an old t-shirt, and I'm going to tie up this coir all around on this stick so that it gets a little bit more sturdy and it looks a little bit neater. So in this manner I am going to completely fill up this stick with the coir and create this outline, square shaped outline, and this will be used as the framework to create the bonsai of the Vinca plant. So in this manner I am going to roll up the string all around this wooden frame, and I'm going to add a little bit of coir, and I'm going to further roll up the string and give it a little bit of knot in between, and then repeat the process till I completely finish up putting the coir on the whole square shaped structure. Once I finish up doing this thing, what I'm going to do next is that I am going to trim off any excess coir that is protruding out and all the extra bits of string, so that the thing looks a little bit neater. After this I am going to further add a little bit more strings in between to give it a mesh like look, so that the plant branches have a little bit of support on which they can stay. And for this I am going to use a piece of plastic rope, and also I am going to use bits of the t-shirt string. So in this manner I am going to first tie up the plastic thread, and then later on I also used the t-shirt strings and I further added a few more lines in between so that the central area gets a little bit of mesh like look. And while I'm doing this, let me tell you a great thing about the Vinca plant. It is that these plants are really easy to grow. They can be grown from seeds and stem cuttings. The stem cuttings can be directly planted in the soil, or they can be rooted in water and then planted later on in soil. So once I have created this mesh like structure, I am going to trim off all the excess threads that are there, and now I'm going to tie a piece of branch on this stick, and I'm going to tie it like this on this structure so that it can be inserted inside the pot for support. And I'm going to tie up both the ends, and in this manner I created this support for the plant. Now I'm going to place the tin inside, and I'm going to pull up this structure and put the stick inside the soil so that it gives support to the plant. And later on I'm going to adjust the branches of the Vinca plant all around on the structure, and I'm going to tie it up lightly with a piece of string. So in this manner we can easily create this cute bonsai style Vinca rosea plant, and once it starts blooming it looks really nice. I hope you found this video useful, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and thanks for watching.